Did Cortez burn his ships when he got to Mexico in 1519? Did he burn them? Did he sink them? Did he make them disappear like David fucking Copperfield? Or is it all bullshit? Before I get started, I want to thank people who have gotten the book, Tenochtitlan Must Fall. It's only 99 cents. If you go down on the description, you'll find a link that goes directly to the Amazon sales page. It's on pre-order sale, and it'll be on pre-order sale for only a few more days until October the 8th when it goes live. Tenochtitlan Must Fall, book 1 in the X series. Only 99 cents pre-order sale. You can't get any better than that. And with that said, let's get on to the presentation. The question is, did Cortez burn his ships or sink them to the bottom of the sea when they got to what is now Veracruz in Mexico? Are you kidding me? You mean to say that the question is not, was this guy stupid? So that he would actually go and burn or sink his own ships and be stranded in a strange place where he has established no footing at all. Okay, so apparently that's the great debate right there. It's not whether this actually happened, and I'm here to tell you that it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Cortez would never go and self-sabotage his ambition, his love for life, because he loved his life. He loved life. He loved to be in the right places, scale up, try to gain favors with influential people. This guy was a smart guy. So let's break it down. Okay, what really happened? What most likely happened? This is a fact, according to their own record. All throughout the Mexican coast, from down in the Yucatan, they would touch and go. So they would arrive at a location and then head on to a different one, and jumping from one to the next to the next. Okay, that's how apparently they got a hold of one of their comrades who had been stranded there a couple of years before their arrival, before Cortez's arrival. So the question is, why didn't they just go straight in from any other location? Here's why. Okay, they were instructed by the Mexica, by the Aztec, to not land, but to instead keep going until they reached what is now Veracruz. That's where they were allowed to park their ships and present themselves to Moctezuma's representatives. That is where, because Moctezuma had his, obviously, okay, as the emperor of a very big empire, he had his people everywhere, all over Mexico. He could have sent his emissaries anywhere the Spanish landed. He told them, don't onboard in those Maya lands. Come over here. You come over here. You come and land here, and that's where I'll meet you. That's where I'll send my people to meet you. And so they had no choice. They had to obey. They had to go and land in Veracruz. And only then, that's where Moctezuma would allow them to meet his emissaries. Now, his representatives, what they did is they boarded Cortez's ships. They boarded their ships. Okay? They boarded their ships and pretty much told them, you know what? We're commandeering these ships. We're taking over because you guys are on our land, and we need to make sure that everything is tip-top, that everything is clean, that everything is gonna be you know, that everything is right. There's no shady business, no iffiness around here. Okay, so we're gonna take over. You're going to unload all your belongings, whatever you have to offer, and we'll look at it and we'll tell you if you can proceed, if we have a deal for you to make some sort of landing. So no, Cortez did not burn his ships. He did not sink the ships. He didn't do any such thing. He would have been murdered. Okay, he would have been murdered by his own men in his fucking sleep. Okay, he was not a stupid man. He was not a stupid man. Maybe what could have happened is that maybe as a prerequisite to meeting the emperor, he was asked, you know what, you want to see the emperor? You want to meet him really bad, kid? Okay, yeah, all right, then what you need to do is show us that you are really serious about this, right? Because we don't know you. We don't know who the fuck you are. Where are you coming from? Why? What are you doing here? Huh? I mean, we knew you were over there in those islands over there. We knew you were in the area. We knew you were around us. We knew about you. And we've seen you exploring the area. But seriously, who are you? What are you doing here? What do you want? What do you want? You want to trade? You want to establish relations? Okay, well, you need to show us that how committed you are. You need to show us how committed you are to a friendly situation here. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to break down those ships and show us that you're serious. Write them down. Think them. You know what? Move over. We'll do it for you. Okay? There should be no problem, right? We got problems? No. Okay. And how is that possible? How would that be possible? Because, I mean, people are convinced that as soon as Cortez touched ground, he was seen as a god. He was, he demonstrated his power. He was showing off his cannon. I mean, come on. His muskets. Sure, it was impressive, but it wasn't sufficient firepower to threaten a whole empire. You're kidding me. You're kidding yourself. Okay, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. This is fiction. Okay, it's fiction. It's great storytelling. I love it. I love it. It's a great story, but it's all fiction. When you're in a situation like where he got himself into, or he and his men, where you have no power, you're actually running from people who do have power. Okay, so you land in another place where there's other people who have power. What you're gonna do is you're gonna want to ingratiate yourself as much as possible with those powerful people to try to seek some sort of correction with your own people, right? To tell them, hey, look, I'm doing important business here, okay? I'm not fucking around. I'm actually doing some important stuff for you as well. It's gonna benefit you. Either that, or if you're desperate enough, which by some accounts it seems he was, you're seeking a patron. You're seeking some sort of backing from a powerful monarch to give you that cover. So, did Cortez burn his ships? No, he was not stupid. Like I said, if you haven't gotten my book yet, Tenochtitlan Must Fall, please go to GabrielHugo.com and get the pre-order copy of Tenochtitlan Must Fall, the book 1 in the X series, for only 99 cents before October 8th. Time is ticking. The special is going to be ending on the 8th, and then after that it'll be $3.99. But for those who have already gotten it, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe. Thanks.